Hello everyone, are you ready for some natural English that's a bit easier? Well, you're in the right place because this is Easy Natural English with Liam. And today I want to talk to you a bit about my birthday because just the other day it was my 34th birthday. So these days I'm getting a bit older. I'm not exactly old, but I do feel like I'm getting a bit older. You know, as we age, as we get older, we start to notice things like injuries take a bit longer to get better. You know, if you hurt your back or if you hurt your neck, even at the moment, my neck hurts a bit. And, you know, it always feels like it takes a bit longer to get better than when I was younger. When I was younger, playing lots of sports. I still do lots of sport, but when I was younger, I could do lots of sport. And, you know, if I did get an injury, it would get better quickly. If my muscles felt sore, if my muscles felt painful, they would get better very quickly. But now I feel like I'm getting a bit older, that I'm aging. It doesn't get better quite so easily. Same for things like colds and things like that. So when I was younger, you know, I used to be very excited about my birthday. But yeah, now I start to think, oh no, I just got another year older. Of course, in reality, I just got a day older than the day before. But, you know, it's a reminder like, oh, Liam, you're 34 now. You're not 20 anymore. And it makes me sort of start feeling like I need to be more of an adult. I need to think about the future and saving money and things like that. So yeah, another year older, another orbit around the sun. The world has passed around the sun one more time with me on it. So what did I do for my birthday this year? This year, because of the coronavirus pandemic, I couldn't exactly have a big party. I couldn't gather with lots of people. Obviously, I couldn't really go traveling either, or I couldn't have any friends come to visit me here in Okinawa. So I had a pretty quiet birthday. In the morning, we woke up and we went for breakfast. Because in Japan, there's not a proper lockdown. Restaurants and things are closing earlier. Of course, you need to wear a mask and use alcohol on your hands when you go into shops. But it's not a lockdown like in a lot of countries. So here we can still go to cafes and things. So for my breakfast, I went for some eggs Florentine, which is similar to Eggs Benedict. Eggs Benedict is bacon, egg, and hollandaise sauce, which is a sauce made with egg. So it's like egg on egg. I had Eggs Florentine, which is salmon and poached egg and hollandaise sauce. It's very good. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. I had some Eggs Florentine for breakfast. And then, before we went for breakfast, my wife gave me some presents. She got me a book about Japanese history, written in Japanese, because, as you know, I'm studying Japanese. I like to read in Japanese, and also I want to know more about Japanese history. So she got me a book that was recommended by a famous Japanese YouTuber. He was a comedian before. Now he has a YouTube channel called Nakata University. If you're living in Japan or if you watch Japanese YouTube, you probably know who I'm talking about. He's very famous. Has a very good YouTube channel where he summarizes books and tries to explain these difficult concepts in an easier way. So it's a very good channel. I like it. It's very good for improving my Japanese vocabulary because he talks a lot about different topics. And yeah, he recommended this book on Japanese history. It's supposed to be it's kind of a summary, so you can learn a lot about Japanese history quickly is the idea of the book. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that soon. So my wife, she just got me a book and also some sports towels because I've been using a spin bike that I got recently, which is an exercise bike, and I sweat a lot. So she bought me some towels for that. But she didn't get me too much. I told her not to get me much because recently I'd bought a MacBook and that was very expensive. And also I did buy the spin bike, the exercise bike. So I've been spending a lot of money on myself recently. And, our money is together anyway. So I said to my wife, don't buy me any presents because I've been buying myself a lot of things recently. I've been spending a lot of our money. So yeah, she just got me a book and some towels, just something simple. But yeah, if you'd like to buy me a birthday present, if you'd like to buy me a coffee for my birthday, there is a link under the YouTube video and there's a link in the podcast description to buymeacoffee.com. So yeah, you can get me a birthday coffee if you like my channel. Also, there's links there to support the channel on Patreon and take a lesson with me as well. But anyway, my birthday, what else did we do? After that, after breakfast, we had to come home because my cat has been a bit sick recently. He's much better now, but he needed to take some medicine. It was like eye drops and nose drops. So it's kind of like a liquid that's to help with an infection. So we have to keep putting it in his eyes and on his nose. And of course, that's very difficult. He doesn't like that. So I have to pick him up and try and get this medicine in his eyes and on his nose. But he's doing better now. But we had to apply the medicine like 4 or 5 times a day. So it meant that in the middle of the day, we had to come back to give him his medicine. And then after we did that, we went to have lunch or late lunch, early dinner with my mother-in-law. So mother-in-law is my wife's mother. And she was going to cook some American food for us called biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy, it's very good food from the southern states of America. It's quite different from in British English. When we say biscuit, it means, like a cookie, like something you might eat with tea, dip in the tea. It's a crispy thing, like a cookie or some kind of chocolate thing is a biscuit made with flour. But in America, when you say biscuit, it means something totally different. So in the UK, when we say biscuit, America would call them all cookies. In the UK, a cookie is just something with like chocolate chips in. But in America, all those things are called cookies. And in America, when people say biscuit, they mean this kind of savory scone type of thing. So savory means like salty, not sweet. So they make a savory scone type of thing. It's a bit different from a scone, but it's kind of similar. So they make these big lumps with flour and buttermilk and egg and some other things. They cook these in the oven, then they put gravy on top. And this is also a difference between British and American English. In the UK, when we say gravy, it just means a kind of brown sauce that you have with a roast dinner. But in America, gravy can mean a few different things. And when they have biscuits and gravy, it's kind of a creamy sausage sauce. So it's like a creamy sauce with lots of bits of sausage in there. And then they eat it with these biscuits. So it's not very healthy. Of course, it's got a lot of fat. It's got a lot of butter and like sausage fat and stuff, but it's delicious. So if you have a chance to try it, you should have a go. Yeah, biscuits and gravy. If you type it into Google, you'll be able to find, and you'll be able to see images. You might understand better what I'm talking about. But it's pretty good. Yeah, different from like what we say when we say biscuit in the UK. Very different. So yeah, we were going to have biscuits and gravy, but actually she couldn't find buttermilk, which is a kind of fermented kind of, is it fermented? No, it's got some treatment. So buttermilk is some kind of ingredient that you need for these biscuits, and she couldn't find that, only the frozen one. So she's going to defrost that. And actually, we're going to have that. We're going to go there tonight and have biscuits and gravy. But that day we couldn't have it. So we had some nice pizza instead. So that was my birthday. It was pretty simple, pretty quiet. After that, we came home, ate some snacks, and went to bed. And that was basically it. So yeah, nothing too exciting this year. Hopefully by next year, the pandemic, by my birthday next year, which will be February, hopefully the pandemic will have calmed down a bit by then, and perhaps I can have a bit more of a gathering, or perhaps I could even travel. That would be the best thing. I really want to travel again. I'm sure lots of you do. We've all been stuck at home for a long time now. But yeah, we'll see. So that's it. That's me, another year older. If you're on YouTube, please comment something. You can say happy birthday or something. I really like to read your comments, and a lot of people are shy, but come on, it can be like a birthday present to me. You can just comment happy birthday or something, and it helps me to get YouTube to send my video to more people if you comment more often, and also like and also subscribe. And if you're listening to the podcast, don't forget to follow. Also, you can review on some apps like Apple Podcast as well. So everybody share with your friends, try and get more people to do some English listening practice. And I will see you all back here next time.